Hey, what's happening, everybody? All right, here we are with the iPhone 15 Pro 1 month later. I'm just doing a check-in here, letting you all know how it's going. The first thing I want to talk about, look, and I got to stop doing it. The battery life on this thing is great. All day, no questions asked. And if you don't use it like full speed, you get a day and a half out of it, period, right? One of the things that I'm doing is, number one, I compare it to this right here, the S23 Ultra, and I also compare it to the Pro Max models. I know what it's like to own Pro Max iPhones, and I know what it's like to get that kind of battery life. So you can't be over here saying that the iPhone 15 Pro doesn't get good battery life. It gets good battery life. I'm running iOS 17.1. Battery seems stable. Things are going good. Everything's running right. I've been using more and more of the Apple apps, especially once I found out that Google is getting rid of Google Podcasts. I'm over here. I'm using my Apple Podcasts a little more. I use Google News. Every time I open up the news, though, it's like a horrible story. Anyway, so yeah, so I do that. I've been messing around with the Apple email. And you guys, for those of you that watch my videos, you guys know that I live inside of Apple Reminders and Google Keep. Straight up, all right? And they pretty much mimic each other, because whenever I'm not in it, because, you know, you can't use Apple Reminders on an Android phone. But anyway, I digress. So anyway, next up, call quality on this thing has been really, really, really well. I haven't had any problems with that. This sound quality, look. So say you're watching some videos and you're listening. All right. Anyway, yeah, that's Instagram there. So say you're listening to watching videos or listening to videos, and the sound is really, really terrific. And that's another thing I wanted to say real quick. Let's see if we can find something else here that doesn't involve that. We'll come over here. Let's look at the display real quick. The display is really, really nice. That's TikTok. And as you can see, you know, she looks real pretty. The skin color, the hair color, the eye color. So the display on this thing is really, really nice. I've had no problems at all. No complaints is what I'm trying to say. The software has been running good. I have not had any like forced crashes with Safari, because that's been like my thing over the years. Like Safari will do like a freeze up or a crash. I'm like, what? What is this? And Hangouts would not Hangouts. It's the green icon there. So I'm like, oh, Google Hangouts. No. iMessage would do that once in a while. So I haven't had any of that. The phone's not heating up. That's been a concern for people. I guess they took care of that issue, so there's been no phone heat ups. So that's really, really, really good. That's really good to know. What else can we talk about here? Other than that, like AirDrop works fine. I've been doing AirDrop like from this phone here to my Mac over there. I've been messing with Final Cut Pro. I don't know why, but I just have. And yeah. So other than that, though, of course, you guys know the camera and the video taking capability on the iPhone 14 Pro is top notch. You know, nothing against Fantasy Island up there. And that's another thing too. Dynamic Island. I know a lot of people complain about Dynamic Island because they say it doesn't do enough stuff. It's doing enough stuff for me. I dig it. I dig like the phone calls up there. That's my favorite part, right? But then again, if you're jamming to something on here, watch, we'll play some music, watch. So say you're playing some music, right? And you come over here like this. I like the fact that it's up there. You can press it like that, or if you tap on it, the whole thing just, you know, blows up. So I'm really, really down with that. I enjoy Dynamic Island. I'm like, you know, I'm rocking out. I'm like living the Fantasy Island on Dynamic Island type of a deal. Other than that, you know, the phone's rocking really well. I record you guys know I record the majority of my videos, except when I'm making a video about the phone. I'm recording this video with my Pixel 8. All right, so yeah. But other than that, though, a scale of 1 to 10, giving this phone a straight up 9. I'm real happy with it. Would I recommend it to people, to iPhone people? Yes. You know what? I'm done with the days of telling people to switch from. I'm not going to tell anyone to go from Android to iPhone or iPhone to Android, man, because that's a pain in the neck. Then they come back at me like I'm the one that did something wrong. I'm like, I just recommended it, you know? But anyway, so scale of 1 to 10, I should give it a 10. If you're like a regular iPhone person and this is what you're about, this phone's a 10 right here. There's nothing to complain about. Camera, photo, battery life, call quality, amazing. Well, let me see here. One thing I could talk about is like the display, not the display. I could talk about like the build quality of this device. I'm down with it. I like it. I got no problems. That's a hair there. That was a cat hair. Yeah. So other than that, I think it's pretty cool. I wish it was heavier. It feels like a paper. It feels like, you know, it does it like a little piece of paper or something. It's not heavy enough. I miss the way the iPhone 14 Pro felt. But anyway, that's it for, that's going to be it for this one. Thank all of you for watching, and I will catch all of you in the next one. Take care.